Hey everyone, this is Grace. Happy Monday, and I am coming to you with my next installment of Christmas in July. So hopefully all of the little eye candy that I will show you in just a few seconds will help you get a really good start to the work week. So hold on. So what I did was, let me explain. I actually crafted two projects this week. I'd been meaning to pull out my candy box punch board again. Those of you who've been following me for a while, by the way, if you're new, welcome. For those of you who've been following me for a while, thank you for your continued support. But anyway, last year, I think it was last year or maybe 2 years, no, it was actually 2 years ago that I purchased this right around Christmas time, and then I ended up having so much fun making candy boxes with this. I ended up making a whole batch for my post office friends and a friend at my bank. And so, and it's just a nice little thing to put candy in there and just let them know that you're thinking of them in Christmas so that you don't, break the bank as well. So did that. And then you guys know I had purchased Lawn Fawn from Not Too Shabby Shop. Here we go, a waddling stamp set as well as the die. So wanted to use that. And then, of course, this is Joyful Phrases that you've seen me pull out before. Last time I used this, Wishing You a Blessed Christmas and a Happy New Year. And this time I used We Wish You a Merry Christmas, We Wish You a Merry Christmas, We Wish You a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Wow. So sorry. I am totally off key. Next time, I promise, I will be in key. Anyway, so here are the projects. So I did finally pull out my die cutting machine. So let me show you what I did. This one I fussy cut by hand until I realized, oh my gosh, there's one actually for the lantern up there. So that's why I think the third one here, I use the lantern. And you'll notice it goes into much more of the, crevices. Although, I don't know, I think I did a fairly good job with the fussy cutting too. A little bit of a wider margin, in mine. And then what I did was I stamped these little guys out using archival ink in jet black. And then I suppose I should have used my Spectrum Noir markers, but I don't know, old habits die hard, and my go-to, I guess tool for coloring happens to be the color pencils, and so did that. And then I picked up from one of my Christmas paper pads, the one I showed you, in the reveal kit, found like a 12 by 12 that had this. And so this is actually one continuous 12 by 12 page, and what I did was I cut it in the middle. And you guys know I wanted to use the Recollections cardstock that I had, but I didn't have this particular color, and so what I did was I pulled out my regular cardstock because I had purchased this navy blue because I knew I wanted to make some dark blue cards for Christmas. So I pulled that out, and then I cut it to 5.25 by 5.5 by 4.25, which is the size of the Recollections cardstock. And then I cut that little piece of paper out to 5.25 by 4, so that it would give it a nice little frame here. And then I popped these up in foam so that they come up, they pop up a little bit. Glued this little thing down, and then stamped a bunch of musical notes, and then one of the sentiments up here was We Wish You a Merry Christmas, so I stamped that and then fussy cut it out. I suppose I could have stamped it directly onto the card, but I don't know, I think it looks okay, that rolly scroll. And then with the other piece of this, paper, I ended up, did you see that little ant? Oh, my fight with the ants. My battle with the ants continues. But anyway, so did this one, and I did it a little bit different. So put the lantern here, got the little penguins here, and then We Wish You a Merry Christmas. And you'll notice that color scheme of the little penguins are the same. So, and then inside I took a lighter blue, and then I just, stamped some notes. We wish you a Merry Christmas. All right, fine. I'll sing it this time. In key, hopefully. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. better, slightly better, right? Anyway, so this is my these are my 2 cards, and you guys know, I think last week's Christmas in July video, I had mentioned that if you leave a comment in all 5 of the Christmas in July projects, that I think next week is the last week of this collab, that I would be pulling a person's name out from all, you know, those who commented on all 5, and then package a little stack of handmade cards. So one of this, one from last week, and so on. And so with that said, then what I did was, this is what the candy box looks like, and you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, you can make it like 2-edged so that it looks like a candy, like this way. I personally like to have it standing up, so I just, you know, score the bottom and then fold it up. And then I wanted to use the little Santa house mouse, and so this is this little stamp that Tina had gifted me, and this is called Santa's Little Helper. So I stamped this little guy out, colored him up, and then double-sided taped and glued him down, you know, just the ears and, you know, all that so that they don't flop. And then you can fill quite a bit of candy, actually. It looks small, but you can fill quite a bit of candy, like a handful. And then you just tie it up like this with some ribbon, and voila, you have your makeshift, very pretty little candy box that people, you know, then wonder, hey, where did you get these boxes? So anyway, the lucky winner next week, after next week's video, is going to be getting this. And what it is you can see this. I'm going to leave it like this so that you can assemble, but what you do is you just kind of pop this open like this, and then fold the bottoms in, and then glue it, and then there's your box. So anyway, here is this week's project shares, or projects share. I hope you guys enjoyed. There's that, annoying ant. Anyway, yeah, and then down in the description bar, you guys are probably laughing. Grace and her battle with ants. At least Bentley's not here, right? He's resting quietly away from the desk, where it is cooler, certainly, on the marble floor, and then, you know, no ants, at least in sight that I can see. By the way, thank you. He is now completely healed. His hot spots are just scabbing over now. So anyway, down in the description bar are 8 other women who have crafted some amazing projects. Now that VBS is over, I am going to be going through those videos and oohing and awing with the rest of you on the things that they've created. I hope you like what I created as well. And yeah, leave me a comment. Of course, like, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye!